And how is the weather there in and the other cities that you put up? I hope it's raining there as well, is it? How's the weather there at your place? Is it raining? Priyanka, Dipendra, Vaibhav? Oh, yeah, it's raining all over. Dipendra writes 42. What is 42? Dipendra writes 42. What is 42? Oh, it's not raining there. Sonal, I hope your work is done. Oh, it's 42 degree. My God, I understand. It's very sunny. Huh? Okay, so let's take up the session as usual with the vocabularies. 33, 34 students have joined. Let's take it off. By the way, can you tell me what are the words that we did yesterday? Can you quickly recall me? What are the words that we did yesterday? Can you let me know in the chat? What are the words that we did? Yeah, limp, right? We did stamp, homicide, stagger, regicide. That's it. Limp, stamp, homicide, stagger, regicide, right? Okay. Now, what do you mean by link? What do you mean by link? Limp, sorry, limp. What do you mean by limp? Guys, please forgive today because yesterday I got drenched in rain badly in a college and I'm feeling a bit uneasy today. Yeah, unsteady walk, correct, Sagar. Unsteady walk, right? What do you mean by stamp? What do you mean by stamp? In Hindi, we call unsteady walk as langadana. Yeah, banging feet. Priyanka, please correct your spelling. It has to be B-A-N-G-I-N-G. Right, banging feet. Okay. What do you mean by homicide? What is homicide? What is homicide? Oh, Datta, mind your spelling. It's not mask, it's mass, right? Yes. वैसे मास किलिंग को मैसाकर भी बोलते हैं, जानते हैं नहीं आप? नरसंहार जानते हैं नहीं? Massacre. Massacre means narsanhar, right? Okay, what do you mean by regicide? What do you mean by regicide? What do you mean by regicide? Killing of a king. Wonderful. So now let's get started with the words. And here I shared with the first word, and the word is tableau, T-A-B-L-E-A-U. Now, everybody look at me and guess the meaning for your understanding the sentences. On 26 January, different states perform tableaus. On 26 January, all states perform tableau on Rajpath. What do you mean by tableau? On 26 January, states of India perform tableaus to display their culture and tradition. Tell me, what is that? Correct, Sagar. In Hindi, we call it as Jhaki, and in English, group of people. No, it's not tribute, Sumit. It's not tribute. The exact meaning of tableau is Jhaki in Hindi, right? It means group of people displaying their culture by dance or by some display. Group of people or a team displaying the culture and tradition with the help of dance or any sort of display. No, it's not Mahdipin, right? So that is Jhaki. Jhaki means a group of people or team displaying the culture and tradition by dance form or by any sort of display form. Now that is tableau, right? Now let's go with the next word, and here we are, and the word is crema. The word is crema, C-R-E-M-A. And for your understanding, the sentence says, Himanshu, can you get me a crema coffee? Himanshu, can you get me a crema coffee? What is my crema? Ah, it's hot. Okay. Now, it's not hot actually, right? Okay, creamy. Oh, nice attempt, Priyanka. What else? Just get me a crema coffee. Freshly made, freshly brewed. Okay, the nice attempt, Lakade, but it's not that. वो जो झाग बनता है ना, कॉफी के ऊपर जो झाग बनता है ना, झाग आप समझ रहे ना? मैं कैसे बताऊं? झाग झाग फॉग. ओ माय गॉड, सहारे फॉग कहां से आ जाता है? आप मैं कैसे बताऊं? झाग नहीं समझ रहे हैं आप? वो कॉफी के ऊपर जो फोम. ओ माय गॉड, इसको फोम बोलते हैं क्या? We do not call as foam. I don't know we call it as froth or not. एक मिनट मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ. लगता है आप सबको समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Just give me a minute. मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ क्रेमा का मतलब. क्रेमा कॉफी क्या होता है? Yes. So guys, can you see my screen? Yeah.
No,
Can you? Oh, you
yes,
cannot
yes.
see?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Now, can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah, we call it crema, right? इसको बोलते हैं crema जो ऊपर वो झाग बन जाता है ना. Now that we call as crema, right? Got it?
Got it, sir.
Yes. So this is crema, right? I don't know whether how many of you love crema coffee. I don't like, by the way, I'm telling you. I only prefer crema lassi. You understand lassi, right? So the crema, that is formed over lassi. I prefer that, but coffee, I don't like. Oh, you too, Sonal. That's wonderful. Depends. You too. Someday we'll have lassi, right? मिल बैठेंगे 3 यार जब depends Sonal मैं और lassi, right? Okay. Oh, Priyanka likes crema coffee. Great, Priyanka. Wonderful. Great. So that's crema. Let's go to the next word. And here we are. And the word is here we are. Zeal. The word is zeal. Z-E-A-L. Now everybody look at me and guess the meaning. And for your understanding, the sentence is, I have great zeal in physics. My zeal is in music. What does that mean? Starts with I. My zeal is in music. Interest. Wonderful. Can we have some more word? It's not energy, Lakade. Nice attempt. Can we have some more words? I have great zeal in music. Not energy. Not energy. It is interest. वैसे enthusiasm आप यूज कर सकते हैं, right? Enthusiasm, excitement, yes, ये आप सब यूज कर सकते हैं, right? So zeal means enthusiasm, excitement, maybe energy, interest. That is how you can use. Yes, Pranil, you can use it as passion as well. So that's zeal. Let's go with the next word, and here we are. And the word is xenophobia. 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 Now everybody look at me and guess the meaning. I don't go to abroad only because I have xenophobia. I do not travel abroad because I have xenophobia. Fear of traveling. Nice attempt, Vishal, but it's not that. I don't travel abroad because I have xenophobia. I don't easily gel up with people. What does that mean? Of course, it is a sort of fear, Vishal, but what? Xenophobia. No phobia of height or cloud. No, it is fear of foreigners. Right? Xenophobia means fear of foreigners. That's xenophobia. Right? Let's go with the next word, and here we are, and the word is rant. ERRANT. Right? Now everybody look at me and guess the meaning. For your understanding the sentences, किसी ने खूब कहा है, right? What is that? We must learn from our errants. We must learn from our errants. What does that mean? Mistakes. Okay. There is one more word that starts with F. Fault. Correct. There is one more word that starts with F. एक और word है. बोलते हैं ना, F से शुरू होता है. What is that word? Failure. There is one more word that starts with E. E. What is that? What is that? I can see there are some technical errants. What is that? Errors. Correct. So that is errant. Now, boys and girls, can you tell me what are the words that we did? Can you quickly tell me what are the words that we did? Okay. Crema, zeal, tableau, errant, and xenophobia. All right. So, boys and girls, there are the words in the chat. Please go ahead, frame one sentence and share me your responses. You guys have 4 minutes. All right, responses, please. Responses in the chat option, waiting for it. Guys, expecting your responses in the chat option. Please go ahead and do that. Harshal, Tushar, Himanshu, Vaibhav Pawar, Sahare, Ashish, Sagar K. Responses, please, in the chat. We'll wait for another 2 minutes. Yeah, sure, you can do that, Sumit. This comes from Priyanka. I have great zeal in painting. Sometimes I did painting with crema coffee and organized tableau exhibition, and I errant a lot of things from my exhibition. Errantment mistake होता है प्रियंका, और आप शायद errant learning के तरीके से यूज कर रही हैं. Please refrain. This comes from Dipendra Singh. I am very much zealed. No, I have. I'm very much zeal. I have great zeal in making crema coffee. ऐसे होता है. Today, after taking a cup of coffee, I'll go to Delhi to see the taboo, but I have xenophobia, and it may rant. It may be one of the biggest rant of my life. Kuch aise refrain. Vishal, initially the tribal people were xenophobic, but after the taboo, they were zealous to learn from their rants, and they celebrated this with a crema drink. Nice again, Vishal. Well done. Well done. Expecting few more responses. Expecting few more responses in the chat. This comes from Yogita. Rahul shared one thing while having crema coffee by seeing the tableau. His zeal for theatre is missed because of some past errants and xenophobia. Okay. Nice attempt, Yogita. Good work. Let's have a few more. I'll wait for another 1 minute. This comes from Sagar K. While enjoying the crema coffee in a cafe with everybody, everyone showed the zeal and zeal for the tableau in the US, but one of a performer has xenophobia, and because of this, he never learned from his rants. Nice attempt, Sagar. Are we expecting a few more? This comes from Priyanka. I have great zeal painting for someone painting with coffee and dry stop again, and I make sure a rant in paintings, and I make some rants in painting, but I correct it by artist's review. Okay, nice. Nice. Anybody else? Sonal, I don't like crema coffee, and I also have xenophobia. I make rants and also love to fix it with lots of zeal. Wonderful. So good job. Are we expecting a few more, or we go ahead? Chalo, let's move ahead. अब आप सब मुझे बताइए, मैं देखिए मैं क्या बोलूं, आपको बताना मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूं, right? We'll do cheating, right? But थोड़ी देर बाद. Yes. So everybody. Okay. So I went to a bank yesterday to open a bank account. The moment I entered into the bank, I found a reception desk. I inquired the receptionist about the bank opening procedure. The receptionist processed me to gate number 12. And then I went to gate number 12. I asked the man about a form for the bank opening. And then I was furnished with a form. And the person said that I'm supposed to fill the form with the prescribed particulars and attach my Aadhaar card, my PAN card, and of course, a photo along with it. And later, in next 10 minutes, I filled in my prescribed particulars, and then I submitted it to counter number 13. And the person sitting at counter number 13 asked me to deposit an amount of 10,000, which is actually the base amount required to open an account in Jhandulal Churanwale Bank. I deposited 10,000 and thereafter I was given a passbook and I also had an ATM card. And thereafter I found a biryani shop wherein I had chicken biryani, and then I returned back to my house. So guys, tell me, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Tell me. What am I talking about? Can anybody tell me? Correct, Vishal. I am talking about past tense, right? When did I go to open the bank? Sorry, when did I go for the bank opening? Sorry, account opening. कब गया मैं बैंक अकाउंट खोलने के लिए? Guys, are you all there? Come on, it is getting very disappointing because you guys don't respond. Right, yesterday, right? And great. And then what happened? And then what happened? I went to the bank yesterday, and then the moment I entered into the bank, I found a reception desk, and receptionist processed me. Receptionist asked me to process to the counter number 12, right? So I'm talking about past tense, right? Now, boys and girls, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you guys to mark your responses, right? Don't mark your responses. I mean, कुछ responses लिखो और कुछ बोल कर बताओ, right? So here we go. Guys, can you tell me what did we do yesterday? What did we do yesterday?
GD session.
क्या इस तरीके से जवाब देते हैं? तो मैं ऐसे भी तो पूछ सकता हूँ, कल क्या किया?
We did GD session yesterday.
Group
Okay,
discussion yesterday.
Okay, we did group discussion yesterday, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
After that, what you did? After that, what did you do? What did you do after GD?
After GD, we did evaluation.
Okay, after GD, we evaluated. We had reviews from you. Okay, fine. So, boys and girls, what I'm going to do, we are going to take up the past tense today, right? And we use past tense when we talk about a finished past action. अब आप मुझे बताओ क्या हम GD अभी भी कर रहे हैं? Are we still doing GD? No. कब किया GD? कब किया? When did we do it? Yesterday. Right? And that is finished. वो खत्म हो गया. So that is why we use past tense. And if you talk about the grammar structure is subject plus V2 plus object, right? Now, boys and girls, what I want you all to convert the sentences into negative, right? I went to the bank. Negative, faster.
I did not went to the bank.
I did not went होगा. जब आप did not use करते हैं तो क्या होता है? आपका second form first form में convert हो जाता है, right? I did not go to the bank.
Go to the bank.
Guys, come on, I want everybody to respond. See, it is only Vishal, Mittal, and few of the students are responding. And there are almost 36. I don't know what you guys are doing. Everybody should respond, right? Yeah, I did not go to the bank. Okay. चलो एक और sentence दे रहा हूँ. Sagar danced with Katrina yesterday. Negative.
Sagar did not dance with Katrina.
Okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to convert it into interrogative, right? Interrogative. और interrogative में करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको?
सर स्टार्टिंग में did आ जाएगा.
Yeah, starting में did आ जाएगा, right? चलो फिर let's do it. Yogita went to London yesterday.
Did Yogita go to London?
Did Yogita go to London? Correct. Okay, let's have one more. Vishal watched KGF.
Did Vishal watched KGF?
Few more. I visited Prithvi Theatre.
Did I visited Prithvi Theatre?
Will it be visited?
What, sir?
क्या visited आएगा यहाँ? Did I visited होगा?
Did I visit Prithvi?
Did I visit?
Did I visit Prithvi Theatre? Right? Okay. Okay. Correct. Correct, Vishal. Yes, the title will be visit. Guys,
Sir,
what
visit
about?
का second form visit होता है.
हाँ जी हाँ, visited का first form visit होता है.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right? Did I visit Prithvi Theatre? Guys,
Yes,
come
sir.
on! Come on! If you're not responding by unmuting, at least mark your responses in the chat option, right? Chalo, let's do one more. And here we are. Datta sang a song with Shreya Ghoshal.
Did Datta sing the song with
Shreya Ghoshal.
Shreya Ghoshal?
Did Datta sing a song with Shreya Ghoshal? Yes, Swapnil, he actually did that, and thereafter music industry ने उनको निकाल के बाहर कर दिया. कहा कि दोबारा मत आना. I'm sorry, Datta, just for joke, right? Maybe you're a good singer, I don't know. Okay, now let's convert it into interrogative negative, right? Interrogative negative, right? And the sentence is, Nilesh performed dance with Karina. Interrogative negative.
Nilesh didn't perform dance with.
Nilesh didn't know. Interrogative negative, Priyanka.
Did Nilesh
Did Nilesh
performed with Karina?
Not perform dance with Karina.
Okay.
Didn't he perform
did
with Karina?
Nilesh no.
Didn't Nilesh perform with Karina?
Okay.
Did Nilesh perform with Karina?
See, there are two ways to do it, right? कैसे कर सकते हैं? एक तो
Did
ये.
Nilesh not perform dance with Karina?
Yeah, he did. You see, ये दो तरीके हैं. या तो did Nilesh perform with Karina या फिर did Nilesh not perform with Karina. इस तरीके ये दो तरीके, right? चलो, let's do one more, right? Sonal watched a movie. Responses. Sonal watched a movie.
Did Sonal watch a movie?
Watch TV? Didn't
Sonal?
Sonal watch a movie?
Didn't Sonal watch a movie or did Sonal not watch a movie?
Movie.
Right? Yeah. Okay, let's have one more. Prajakta and Priyanka went to a shopping mall. Prajakta and Priyanka went to a shopping mall.
Did Priyanka and Prajakta not went up? Sorry.
Went आएगा?
Sir, no, sir.
Go आएगा go.
Not go
Did
to the
not
mall.
go to shopping mall.
Priyanka and Prajakta not
Did
go
Project
to
right? Correct. Did Priyanka and Prajakta not go to shopping mall?
Shopping mall.
Correct. Correct. So this is how it will go, right? So boys and girls, whenever we talk about first past action, we always use past tense. So what are we going to do? We are going to do a small activity, right? And in this activity, we will perform a story grid, right? The name of the activity is story grid, जिसमें आपको क्या करना है? I will give you words and you have to use all those words and you have to frame a very small story, right? तो हम कैसे करेंगे? हम टीम वाइज करेंगे, जो आपकी गूगल आईबीएम वाली टीम बनी थी उसी तरीके से करेंगे, राइट? सो साक्षी, कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी द नेम्स ऑफ द टीम?
Yes, sir. So wait one. Sir, sir, captain के name बता दो.
हाँ, जस्ट टेल मी द कैप्टन्स नेम, और जिस कैप्टन का नाम साक्षी बोलेंगे प्लीज से यस सर.
सुमित.
सुमित.
सोनल.
ओके, सोनल.
हर्षदा.
ओके, या हर्षदा.
और
हर्षदा, या
गायत्री.
गायत्री.
वैभव.
Gayatri, are you there? Gayatri, is she here? Vaibhav, are you there?
सुशांत.
Okay, just a minute, Sakshi. Any member from Gayatri's team present? Any member from Gayatri's team present here? Yes, Rahul, आप देखेंगे, ठीक है? Okay, Vaibhav. Anyone from Vaibhav's team? Anyone from Vaibhav's team? Projector, ठीक है, आप देखेंगे, ठीक है. The next. Sakshi, the next.
साक्षी.
Okay. Yes, and then
नीलेश.
Nilesh, please write yes. Okay. अरे साक्षी, come on fast.
सर मैं कितने हो गए हैं?
You tell me, have you read all the captain's name?
सर सोनल है, वैभव और सुशांत. सुशांत है सर.
Sushant, are you there? Sushant? Sushant, are you there? Any member from Sushant's team? Any member from Sushant's team?
साइली.
Saili, are you there?
सर बस
Yes.
और नहीं.
Any member from Sushant's team? Fine. Tushar, आप करेंगे, ठीक है? Okay. Now, what are we going to do? The name of the activity is story grid. So what I'll do, I'll give you some words and you have to frame a story using all those words. But उसके अलावा दो काम और करना है. क्या करना है? Number one, you have to coin a good name for your story. आपको कहानी का एक अच्छा नाम देना होगा, right? मैं बता रहा हूँ. Coin a good name for your story, right? That is there. Number two, and conclude with a moral. Conclude with a moral. Number three, finishing by a Bollywood number, but in English. ये करना है. So what you have to do, you have to coin a good name for your story. कहानी का एक अच्छा नाम देना है. मोरल देकर conclude करेंगे और फिनिश कैसे करेंगे? कोई बॉलीवुड का गाना लेंगे लेकिन उसको अंग्रेजी में आप ट्रांसलेट करके, कन्वर्ट करके उसको गाकर एंड करेंगे. दिस इज हाउ इट विल गो, राइट? दीस 3 पॉइंट्स. नाउ इट इज गोइंग टू बी एज सिमिलर एज द प्रेजेंटेशन दैट यू डिड, द पीपीटी प्रेजेंटेशन. कैसे करेंगे मिलके बताएंगे, है ना? जैसे मान लो कि प्रियंका ने शुरुआत किया ना, दीपेन ने थोड़ा सा बताया, प्राजक्ता ने थोड़ा सा बताया, प्रियंका ने बताया, फिर सागर ने उसको कंक्लूड किया और फिर पूरी टीम मिलकर बॉलीवुड गाना गाती है लेकिन अंग्रेजी में। ये तरीके से आप एंड करेंगे एंड यू हैव टू इंश्योर दैट यू डू नॉट टेक मच टाइम। आपका ये 2 से 3 मिनट में खत्म हो जाना चाहिए, बहुत शॉर्ट स्टोरी है, राइट। नाउ व्हाट आर द वर्ड्स, प्लीज नोट डाउन। द वर्ड्स आर snake, well, love at first sight, hangman, noose, well, princess, merchant, bloodshed, rope. These are the words. Can you see? These are the words. Now, do you want me to give you a demonstration? कैसे करेंगे? Do you want me to give a demonstration?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now all these things have to be done in past. अब आप देखो, अगर मुझे इससे स्टोरी बनानी तो कैसे बनाऊंगा? Just give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay, snake will love at first sight. Alright, कुछ ऐसे शुरू करेंगे, है ना? Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Story Grid. It's me, Satish Anand, and that's my team, Priyanka, Dipen, Prajakta, and Yogita. We have come up with a storyline, and the story that we have is all about love, fight, romance, and a lot of things. I'm very sure that you will love the story, right? However, the name of our story is Love Always Dies. So let's get started. So Dipendra, over to you. Ab Dipendra bol rahe hain. Well, once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess who lived in a beautiful castle. And one day, she went to a jungle for evening stroll. And all of a sudden, she found a lion. And what happened? Lion started chasing the princess, and the princess started running faster and faster and faster, and she found nothing for survival. She found a well. She jumped into the well for survival, and she started shouting, "Help! Help!" Now what next? My friend Priyanka will tell. Ab Priyanka agar bolti hai. So princess started shouting, "Help! Help! Help!" And then there was a handsome, muscular merchant passing by who heard the cry of the princess, and he discovered that said there is somebody in the well. He looked into the well and saw a beautiful girl. A beautiful girl. He didn't know that the girl was princess. So what merchant did? He threw a rope inside the well and tried to fetch the princess out of the well. And the moment, the instant princess came to the edge of the well, the love at first sight happened. The merchant fell in love with the princess. And then what next? My friend Prajakta will tell. Well, thank you, Priyanka. Yes, so they fell in love because love at first sight happened. And then they started meeting every day in jungles, in parks, in forests, mountains, beaches, all over. And the emperor, the father of princess, I mean the emperor of the kingdom, was not aware of it. Right? And somebody informed the emperor about the princess and merchant's love. And then what happened? My friend Yogita will tell. Yeah, so what happened then? It is very, very tragic. The emperor announced death sentence for the merchant. Emperor ordered his men to go to the village and find this merchant anyhow, dead or alive. And this is how, you're getting my point? Right? ऐसे हो गया. अब आपने moral of the story, कहानी खत्म हुई और आपने moral of the story लिया. So moral of the story is love is in the air. And now we are going to end up with a small song. बॉलीवुड का कोई गाना ले लिया आपने, हम रहे ना रहे, whether we live or not, हम मिले ना मिले, whether we meet or not, रहेगी सदा यहाँ. right? Something like that, right? So you're singing a Bollywood number, but in English, and you're ending. Thank you so much. So that's all from our side. I hope you enjoyed the story, right? Thank you. इस तरीके से बोल के एंड कर लें, कर सकेंगे? Very small thing. Can we do it? Can we do
Yes,
it?
sir.
Right? So now, boys and girls, what I want you guys to prepare. I won't give you much time. It is 7:46, right? Because we have to cover up the GD part as well. तो मैं आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ 10 मिनट दे रहा हूँ. 7:56 पे स्टार्ट करेंगे और आपका कहानी बहुत शॉर्ट होना चाहिए. प्लीज इंश्योर करिए कि 3-4 लाइन बस आप लोग बोले, उससे ज्यादा नहीं. Right? So boys and girls, let's get started. Please do the preparation and we will take it off.
कितनी टीम है सर?
हृदय बाबू 9 टीमें हैं. So guys, please ensure that you identify your teammates and you join the breakout rooms accordingly, right? And right after 10 minutes, you will be back here for this assignment. Okay, so Hridaya Babu has formed the team, right? Please join the respective team. So guys, we'll return back after 10 minutes. Sushant, I can see you here, but you did not respond, Sushant. Sushant, I can see you in the meeting, but you did not respond. प्राजक्ता, आपके ग्रुप का कोई नहीं है तो आप किसी का ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, राइट? या फिर अच्छा, आप में से कितने लोगों का ग्रुप नहीं है, जल्दी बताइए मुझे. आप में से कितने लोगों का ग्रुप नहीं है? नहीं है तो मुझे बताइए. ओके, प्राजक्ता एक हो गई, और कौन? दीपेंद्र, ऋषिकेश, हर्षल, माली, क्यों नहीं ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं आप?
सर ग्रुप का वो पता नहीं है कौन से वाले में करना है.
तो आपका कौन सा ग्रुप था जो आपने
सर मैं सुशांत वाले में हूँ. मैं और तुषार ही अकेले हैं और रोहित है बस.
हाँ तो
नरेंद्र और
वो तो
सुशांत
गए.
नहीं रिस्पॉन्स कर रहे.
हाँ तो कोई बात नहीं, आप हैं और कौन है? ऋषिकेश.
सर मैं हूँ, तुषार है और रोहित है.
हाँ तो
प्रोजेक्ट ग्रुप आपका प्रोजेक्ट ग्रुप मेंबर.
हाँ, प्रोजेक्ट ग्रुप मेंबर. तो
हाँ
जितने
सर,
भी हैं ज्वाइन कर
नरेंद्र और
लीजिएगा.
सुशांत नहीं. सर
कोई
कौन से
बात
वाले
नहीं.
रूम में करें?
सर
दीपेंद्र 4th वाले में ज्वाइन कर ले.
हाँ कर लीजिए, कर
हाँ,
लीजिए.
4th वाले में आ जाओ.
ठीक, आता हूँ.
एंड प्रोजेक्टर.
यस सर.
प्रोजेक्टर, आप किस ग्रुप में थी?
वैभव के सर.
एंड वैभव इज नॉट हियर.
सर कोई भी नहीं है मेंबर ग्रुप का.
हर्षल माली, प्लीज ज्वाइन प्रोजेक्टर. हर्षल मालिक. सागर देशमुख. स्वप्निल, can you hear me, Swapnil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Swapnil, please join Prajakta. Harshal Mali, can you hear me?
Okay, sir.
Harshal Mali, can you hear me? Harshal Mali, can you hear me? Okay, Swapnil and Prajakta, please join. Sagar Deshmukh, can you hear me? Naren Patel, can you hear me? Okay, Swapnil and Prajakta, please join. Okay, Naren, Swapnil and Prajakta, आप तीनों एक साथ join करिए. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, me and my team, can we make it day after? Means at evening, we will record it and share it with
No,
you.
no, but why?
Sir, right now I changed my position. That's why I have a network issue, and my team also have some of member network
Oh,
issue.
I don't think, I don't think so, because you see your audio is properly working, right?
Yes, sir. It
Don't
seems
turn your
proper
video
right
on.
now, but when we all join, it will get fluctuate definitely, sir. Right now, I'm connecting from mobile hotspot.
Okay, no problem. You give an attempt, right? You give an attempt. Don't bother about it, right? अगर नहीं होता है तो आप रिकॉर्ड करके भेजना, ठीक है ना?
हाँ सर, वो मेरे दो मेंबर भी नहीं है, और जो है अभी उठे हैं नींद से, तो कैसे करें, इसीलिए
अरे
पूछा मैंने.
सब कुछ पॉसिबल करिए, ठीक है?
ओके, श्योर सर.
Yeah, do it right now. Yeah.
यस.
Ashish, Ashish, are you there?
Ashish, are you there? Can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Ashish?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah. So Hriday Babu was asking about you didn't
sir.
respond.
वो डिस्कशन चल रहा था ग्रुप में.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. Okay, okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I can see there are a few students missing. Okay, so let's start, right? So we will start off with Sakshi's team first. Sakshi and team, please take over. Please turn your camera on.
सर हमारी टीम में ना किसी का भी सबके नेटवर्क इशू हो रहे हैं, सबकी तरफ ना बारिश हो रही है, तो किसी को मेरी आवाज ही नहीं गई, सारा टाइम ऐसे ही निकल गया.
Okay, fine. All right, Lakade and team, please take over. Nilesh, Lakade and team.
सतीश सर,
हाँ जी.
बिलिंगली कोई करना चाहता करवा दीजिए, अदरवाइज आपको जो कंटेंट करा रहा है ना करवा दीजिए, क्योंकि ये लोग इंटरेस्टेड बिल्कुल नहीं दिख रहे हैं.
जी हाँ जी, क्योंकि इनको रोज इंटरनेट इश्यूज वगैरह ऐसे आ रहे हैं. All right, is there anyone who wishes to take it up? Any team? Is there any team that really wishes to perform? Please come up. Come on, we have 9 teams, right? I'm very sure that some of your teams would have
It's
actually
IBM
worked on.
team.
Okay, team
It's
IBM.
No,
Fine.
sir. Sir, we want 2-3 more minutes to perform for the preparation. Could you give us a minute?
Okay, all right. How about
Thank
the
you,
next
sir.
team? How about the remaining teams? How about the other teams? How about the other teams?
So we also want 2 to 3 minutes more.
Fine. So giving 2 to 3 more minutes to all the teams. 8 बज रहा है. 8 बज के 3 मिनट पे we'll start, right? But please ensure that you start off in next 3 minutes. Yeah. और वो जो इंडिविजुअल है ना, वो जरा स्टोरी लिखकर मुझे दिखाएं. Right? All those who are facing internet issues, please write a story and share that to me across on WhatsApp. अभी के अभी. राइट, अभी के भी। और आप सब जानते हैं कि आप सब जो भी रेस्पॉन्सेस आप भेजते हैं, मैं आपको उसका जवाब उसको सही करके आपको जरूर भेजता हूं, बट आप में से बहुत कम ही लोग भेजते हैं, हर कोई नहीं भेजता। Yes, so all those who are facing internet issues, right? I don't know, this is 2022 and if you guys say कि हमें इंटरनेट इश्यूज हैं तो ये बड़े दुख की बात है, और ऐसा बड़े रेयर केस में होता है, कभी कभी हो गया, लेकिन आपके साथ तो रोज हो रहा है। So that is a big
बारिश चालू है
concern.
सर इधर, बारिश की वजह से हो रहा है।
हाँ तुषार, खैर आज बारिश हो रही है, वैसे तो रोज ही इंटरनेट इश्यूज होते हैं, कोई ना
नहीं
कोई
सर,
इश्यू
कल
तो
से
आ ही
बारिश।
जाता है। चलो 2 more minutes and rest of you guys please frame a story and share that to me on WhatsApp. All right, so Team Siley, please take over. Quickly turn your cameras on. And after Team Siley, it will be Sagar K who will be taking it off. Come on, Team Siley, please turn your cameras on. Let's get started. And Sagar K and team, जब Siley की team perform कर रही होगी, ensure that your team is giving the feedback, a very genuine feedback, right? Feedback on the grammatical errors that might Siley and team would commit. Is that clear, Sagar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, both specific errors are dance hona chahiye tha, but she has used dance, something like that, right? Okay, come on, Team Siley, please take over and quickly turn your cameras on so that I put you on spotlight. Put you in spotlight. Siley and team, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please turn your camera on. Let's roll it up fast because after this we'll be doing GD. Team, can you please turn your cameras on? I don't know how much time does it take. Team, please turn your cameras on. Come on, this is really disappointing and demoralizing now. I've asked you so many times to turn your cameras on and you guys are not doing that. I mean, this is absolutely a malpractice that you guys are doing. This is absolutely unacceptable.
Sorry, sir. We are ready now.
Where are you ready, Siley? I cannot see the other members. Who are they?
Sir, Swapnil's camera is not working. Nilesh is there, and at Himanshu's end there is some problem issue in internet.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we have you, Nilesh, and Swapnil, right?
Yes.
Okay. Swapnil, when would you fix this camera problem?
So I ordered a new camera. It's coming by Thursday.
Okay. All right. I think by Thursday we would be ending the session. Yeah. Okay, fine. So let's have Nilesh, Siley, and Swapnil. Right. Please get started.
Good morning, everyone. The story we are reciting today is a tragic yet romantic story between a beautiful princess and a poor merchant. The name of the story is Let Go Will Give It. To start the story, I'd like to quote a poem by Shakespeare. So they loved, as love in twain, had the essence but only in one. Two distincts, division none. Number there in slain was slain. On to Siley.
That was a nice intro by Swapnil. So let me start with the story. A beautiful princess with her friends were walking nearby the garden where there was a well. Also, there was a well beside by the side. As they were walking, wondering the beauty of the nature, the butterflies and flowers, the essence of the flowers, the princess was delighted by the walk with her friend. She was so much in love with the nature, she was just can't stop blushing and was just wandering in the sky with the beauty of the nature. And all of a sudden, a snake come nearby and had a bite to her leg. All her friends and she was just mesmerizing by the pain and was crying that someone please could come and help her and take out of the pain. As of the merchant was passing by the near, came by listening to the sadful, or we can say the painful voice of the princess, and came and helped her by some sort of medicine which he was having, and rescued anyhow to the beautiful princess. And they both, the princess and her friends, was so much thankful to the merchant that they can't express the gratitude toward him. And the other end, the princess was in another feeling with the merchant, the way he helped her sort out. We can say the first love was in the air with both of them. They started meeting each other. And soon after, this news was gone to the king that the princess is in love with that merchant who was poor. The princess was called by the king and was really harsh scolding by the king that why would you do that? If you not stop doing this, I'm going to get you married to as soon as possible. The princess was not at all ready for this, and the king fixed her marriage to the another king's son. And the further story will be narrated by Nilesh.
Thank you, Siley. As the princess loves the merchant, so the king decided to marry her daughter to another king, and they are not acceptable to the princess as well as the merchant. So they decided to run away, and after the princess leaving the palace, the king decided to death warrant that merchant, and merchant as well as the princess as well. So they both decided to suicide and hang with a rope. So at evening, at most beautiful evening, they decided to hang themselves, and the love between them will be endless with them. So the moral of the story is the real love Never Dies, and
Never Dies.
the song Never Dies, and the song is I'm not getting that. Siley.
We don't have any song for this.
Okay, that's it, sir.
That's it.
That's
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Well, Sagar and team feedback, please.
So they have all performed well, and the most of the part and the full story was narrated by Siley only. So and nothing is left for Nilesh to say. So I think Nilesh must have come up with some more more narration part, and rest is I know they don't have got the time to think about the uh, song, uh, and little bit of mistakes with the at that hanging part. They decided to hang, and I'm not able to sir. Okay.
Most of the time they use present tense, not past.
All right, okay. So they used present at some places, fine. Got it. Thank you so much. Well, Nilesh and Siley. Oh my God, I'm talking to you both and your cameras are off. What is this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I found few errors. I've mentioned it in the chat, Siley. You said that she just can't stop blushing. It has to be she just couldn't stop blushing. And then you said the principal, princess and the friend was. It has to be the princess and the friend were. Nilesh, you said they are not acceptable. It should be they were not acceptable, right? So these are few grammatical errors that you committed, though it was a nice attempt, but the song was not sung. We were expecting that even. Swapnil, very good job. But again, as I have always spotted, that you have to ensure that you bring that confidence in your delivery. So that is something which is not coming yet. So
Yes, sir.
Swapnil, you have to actually work on this thing. If you do not sound confident, will actually be a problem, right? So you speak good English. We don't find any sort of grammatical errors in you, but it is only and only that enthusiasm and that confidence that we find missing, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
just work on this area, and of course you will be fantastic, right? Thank you so much. So that's all from
Thank you, sir.
this team. Well done. Let's have Sagar and team and feedback to be given by Siley, Swapnil, and Nilesh. Sagar and team, please turn your cameras on. Yeah. Okay. So we have Sagar here. What about others? Sagar and Sonal. Okay. Anybody else? Okay,
No, sir, only we are.
No, we have Rishikesh as well, no?
Yes, sir, only Rishikesh, Sonal Pandey, and me.
Fine. So Siley, Swapnil, and Nilesh, please ensure that you sharing the feedback for them. Please get started. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to narrate a story of a poor princess, not poor princess, but she is a princess uh, who wants to cross the barriers of his father's cruelty, and that's why she took major steps in her life to overcome with that situations. And the story is going to be narrated by Sonal, and please hear it.
Accidentally, she put her step on the snake.
You started?
Okay. So there was a princess who evolved from the emperor's kingdom. Once a day, she crossed the huge wall of the kingdom with the help of rope. Then she jumped on the other side of the wall. The next story will tell Sonal.
She ran away from her empire and accidentally she put a leg on a snake. Then she ran to save his life from snake and un- unfortunately fall into the river. She screamed loudly for help, but nearby a merchant
Okay,
Shakar, you
Sonal.
continue.
Yeah. I will narrate the whole story. Then the merchant nearby, who was just nearby her, she heard her voice. He heard her voice, and he suddenly ran and go near to the well, and she go near to the well, and the way she saw the princess hanging on the rope, she actually didn't fell into the river. She was hanging up by the rope, which was and when she saw her, when he saw her, he pulled her out. But in her mind, he was very much excited to tell her that how much he gone far into her, and just in a couple of moments, and uh, then the princess, when she came out of the well, uh, the merchant liked her, but the princess didn't. And the merchant tried more and more to impress her, to marry with her, but the princess didn't want to be with anyone else. She just want to live her life with herself, and from there she again ran and surround, and the love which was in the merchant's heart, that was dead by the incident happened, and, the true love dies. uh, Only that is the thing, sir. um,
Okay, so is there a song that you have prepared?
uh, yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Whether it is a mirror or whether it is a heart, it is going to be broken. It is going to be break once in a while.
ईशा हो या दिल हो आखिर में टूट जाता है, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice attempt, but there were huge grammatical errors in this song.
Yes, sir. This is suddenly came up.
All right, fine. Yeah, please feedback, Sai, Swapnil, and Nilesh.
It was a nice attempt, sir.
Okay.
But lack of coordination was there. Like they didn't decide who's going to speak.
Right.
And there was one grammatical error I found. He said, and he ran away. It should
She
have
ran
been he
away.
ran away.
Ran away.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's it from my side.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think only Sagar spoke the most of the part.
Yes.
Sir, actually we have
You are muted.
sorry.
Yeah.
From my side, I think lack of coordination. Only the Sagar was playing most of the role between both of them. Rishikesh have said almost only one or two lines, and Sonal have made one grammatical mistake, which I have found it that next story will tell. No, I think so. It was this was by Rishikesh. Rishikesh said that next story will tell. Will be told,
Next
or
story should be told by him.
so that's it. But nice attempt. Thank you.
All right, Nilesh. Okay, seems that Nilesh has got nothing to say. Fine, so it was a nice attempt. Sagar, Sonal, Rishikesh, but the point is, आखिर कब तक हम कहते रहेंगे nice attempt, nice attempt? कभी तो वो attempt nice करके दिखाइए. I'm talking about everybody. आप सबकी बात कर रहा हूँ. The only thing is कि हम दो चीजों के बारे में बात करते हैं, एक पॉजिटिव और दूसरा
नेगेटिव.
क्या आपने कभी देखा मुझे नेगेटिव बात करते हुए? मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ पॉजिटिव या एरिया ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट. और शायद यही वजह है that I always keep on saying that nice attempt but nice attempt. But the thing is that you guys never make any attempt nice. Right? So चाहे वो कोई भी टीम हो.
Hello, sir. We are not able to hear your voice. The mic is off.
Rishikesh, you came up with couple of sentences. एक grammatical जो साइली ने point out किया that next story will tell Sonal. आपको बोलना चाहिए the next story will be told by Sonal. वैसे ये next story नहीं है, आपको बोलना चाहिए the further, है ना, the remaining part, कुछ ऐसे. आपने बोला next story मतलब अगली story हो गई, तो वो दो grammatical error. Sonal said then she ran to save her life. It has to be she ran. And then you said she screams loudly. It has to be she screamed loudly. Sagar said she go near to the well. It has to be she went near to the well.
Near to the
or right. And then Sagar said he gone far for her. It has to be he has gone. या फिर he had gone. Right. It has to be he had gone. Right. तो ये कुछ grammatical errors हैं जिन पे आपको काम करना है. Plus the delivery right is not happening. आपकी delivery आज भी वहीं पर है जहां पर शायद पहले दिन रही होगी. ऐसा क्यों? क्योंकि आप उस तरीके से आप एफर्ट्स नहीं लगा रहे हैं. और आप यकीन मानिए अगर आप एफर्ट्स नहीं लगाएंगे तो लेवल ऐसे ही रह जाएगा. और अगर आप वाकई में इफ यू आर रियली सीरियस अबाउट योर फ्यूचर एंड करियर, इफ यू आर रियली एमिंग टू गेट इनटू MNCs, you should work on. But the kind of impression that I am getting from you all, I am very sure that you guys at least bothered about your entries in MNCs. That is what the impression that I'm getting as of now. I'm not talking only about Sagar, Sonal, and Rishikesh. I'm talking about majority. I'm talking about 70% candidates who are here in the meeting. 70%. I don't think that you guys are aiming for, taking your entries into MNCs. I literally get that feel, right? Because you see, we start with vocabulary section. How many of you participate? Everybody's aware of, right? And how do you participate? Only if I say you 10-15 times, right? You share your responses, and that too 7-8 responses maximum we get. And then when we do the activities, we again see, tragic performances from your end, and that too not everybody participates, so it is very disappointing and demoralizing. And the last batch that we have was awesome. I should not say that you guys are weak sauce. Okay, so that's it, boys and girls. Please ensure that अभी जितने भी बचे दिन हैं उसमें आप थोड़ा मेहनत कर लीजिए ताकि आप बेहतर कर सके. That is what we want, but unfortunately it's not happening. Right? Let's see that what changes we see from tomorrow. Okay, is there any other team that would like to take it off?
Yes, sir.
Which team is it?
Nilesh.
All right, please take over. Please turn your cameras on. Feedback to be given by Harshada, Tushar, and Deepti. Feedback to be given by Harshada, Tushar, and Deepti. Are you there? Harshada, Tushar, Deepti? Are you there, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, fine. So, aap sab feedback denge. Okay, so who are there in your team? Yogita?
Nilesh, Priyanka, Datta, and me.
Okay, please turn your cameras on, Datta and Nilesh. Datta, yeah, I can see Datta here. Nilesh Lakade, please turn your camera on. Okay, so yes, fine. So good luck. Please get started.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Here we are come up with one story. The story name is Story of Gratitude. And over to you, my team.
There is a one merchant, one village. He have the beautiful daughter like princess.
You, Priyanka. Priyanka.
Hello.
Yes, it's your turn.
He supplies goods to small merchant, and one day one small merchant came to his home, and he saw a beautiful girl, and he fall with love in a first look with her.
He decided to marry with her because she's so beautiful. But girl denied him. Also, merchant not ready for the marriage, and he is quite older than this girl, and who not good looks have not good looks. Further story can be will narrate Yogita.
Okay. After as Datta and Priyanka said, the girl was so beautiful, and the one man who is come to the home to meet his dad, who fell in love with her, and decided to marry with that beautiful girl. But the father of that beautiful girl was denied to marry with that princess like girl, because other merchant is very older than his daughter. That's why. So but that thing is not, I mean, but that merchant is became like a hangman and come up with a rope to kill that merchant, and trying to push that beautiful girl in a well. So over to you, Datta.
But there is one incident is happened. The snake. There is one snake who bite this beautiful girl's fathers, and the
And the
older
big and but the small merchant saved the that beautiful girl's father, and because of he saved him, he changed her mind and agree for his proposal. After I please hand over when Nilesh.
At the end, the marriage is fixed.
happy ending.
That's it, sir.
Well, let's have the feedback then. Feedback, please.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Some of them telling story in present,
some of them were telling story in present.
Yogita, Nilesh, and Datta. Nilesh started with there is one merchant. There was merchant maybe, and there is one snake said by Datta. It should be what snake, and who said some of them marriage is fixed. It could be marriage was fixed. That's it. Only three
Alright.
mistakes I have found.
Thank you. Thank you. The next, please. The next evaluator.
Sir, all of them do some grammatical mistakes.
What is your name?
Dipti.
Okay.
सर हाँ हर्षदा ने जो भी बताया तो वही मैंने भी नोट डाउन किए थे. दत्ता से इज मैरिज यानी वहाँ पे वॉज मैरिज चाहिए था.
ओके नाउ सी आप कह रही हैं कि जो हर्षदा ने बताया आप तो बता ही नहीं पा रही हैं दीप्ति कि क्या एरर्स किया इन्होंने, और आप खुद बहुत बुरी वाली ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स कर रही हैं, हर्षदा भी कर रही है. राइट ओके थैंक यू वेरी मच. राइट ओके सो नीलेश यू सेड देयर इज वन मर्चेंट इन वन विलेज, जो कि हर्षदा ने बताया. इट हैज टू बी देयर वाज a merchant or one merchant in a village. आपने बोला he have a daughter, right? It should be he had a daughter. आपने बोला his marriage is fixed, जो कि हर्षदा ने भी point out किया. It should be his marriage was fixed. Priyanka, you said he supplies good to the merchant. It should be he supplied goods to the merchant. आपने बोला he fall in love in a first look. It should be he fell in love in the very first look. Datta, you said because he's so beautiful. आपको लिखना चाहिए था because अगर वो लड़की के बारे में बोल रहे थे तो इट शुड बी बिकॉज शी वाज सो ब्यूटीफुल. इस नहीं वॉस आना चाहिए. एंड ही इज क्वाइट ओल्डर देन गर्ल. नो इट शुड बी एंड ही वाज क्वाइट ओल्डर देन गर्ल. हैव नॉट गुड लुक्स. इट शुड बी डिड नॉट हैव गुड लुक्स. फर्दर स्टोरी कैन बी नरेटेड बाय योगिता. इट शुड बी फर्दर स्टोरी विल बी नरेटेड बाय योगिता. एंड देन यू सेड one incident happened. It should be and then one incident happened. और आपने बोला ब्यूटीफुल फादर्स. ये समझ में नहीं आया है ना. योगिता यू सेड हु फॉल इन लव विथ हर. इट शुड बी हु फेल इन लव विथ हर. एंड देन यू सेड वाज डिनाइड टू मैरी. इट शुड बी हैड डिनाइड. बट मर्चेंट इज बिकेम लाइक. आई डोंट नो. इट शुड बी बट मर्चेंट बिकेम लाइक. इस भी नहीं आएगा. बट मर्चेंट बिकेम लाइक. एंड देन यू सेड किल दैट मर्चेंट. इट शुड बी killed that merchant. Maybe he killed that merchant. कुछ इस तरीके से. So these were grammatical errors जो मेरे से मैं टाइप कर सका उतना कर दिया. तो आप इमेजिन करो जब इतने ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स आप अभी कर रहे हैं और अगर आपका पूरा रिकॉर्ड करके मैं सुनकर आपको भेजूं तो आप इमेजिन करेंगे कि तो आपने तो कत्लेआम कर दिया, राइट, ग्रामर का. So there is only one way, and what is that? You have to participate in the activities more and more. Only then you will be able to augment your communication. पता चला जब आप रिक्रूटर के लिए बैठे रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए बैठेंगे और उस समय अगर ये होगा तो ये तो फोरम है जहां पर हम आपको सुन रहे हैं, बट रिक्रूटर्स आपको इतना देर नहीं सुनेंगे, राइट. सो प्लीज वर्क ऑन योर कम्युनिकेशन. दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके चलो फिर फाइन. इज देयर एनी एल्स एंड इज देयर एनी अदर टीम दैट वुड लाइक टू पार्टिसिपेट? एंड कौन सी टीम है ये?
Sir Sushant.
Okay, Sushant, fine. So team Yogita, Datta, Nilesh and Priyanka, you will share me the feedback for Sushant and team. Yeah, please turn your cameras on. Okay, Dipendra is here. Please turn your cameras on. Dipendra, who all are there in your team?
Sir Sushant.
And?
Narendra, sir.
You and?
Sir Sushant.
Acha, only you both?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. All right, fine. So please get started.
Hello everyone. So here we are for to tell you a love story
do not
of a
swing your
princess.
chair. Do not swing your chair. आप अपने चेयर को झुला रहे हैं, वो मत करिए.
No sir, मैं चेयर पे नहीं हूँ.
आप कहीं पर भी आप पेंडुलम की तरह हिल रहे हैं. आपका कैमरा हिल रहा है. आप देखिए अभी भी है ना. या
Is it okay right now?
Yes.
Hello everyone. So here we are for tell you a story of a love story of a
Now it's
princess.
still not okay. You see, आपने अपना मोबाइल हाथ में पकड़ा हुआ है क्या?
Yes sir.
तो उसको कहीं रख दीजिए ताकि आप ना हिले.
सर अब सही है.
वो सही रहेगा आप अगर आप फिक्स कर लेंगे तो। जैसे मेरा स्क्रीन फिक्स
सर
है।
एक्चुअली फिक्स करने के लिए कुछ है नहीं, तो मैं हैंड में यूज करता हूँ।
चलिए ठीक है, आज कर लीजिए, कल से उसको देखिएगा, राइट, उसको कहीं फिक्स करिए।
हाँ जी
या प्लीज स्टार्ट।
हेलो एवरीवन, गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल। Once a merchant is going through the forest, and when the princess passes in front of him, the princess sir, may I start again?
Okay, Dipendra, start again and tell the title of also.
Hey everyone, here we are for tell you a love story of a princess and a merchant. So once a merchant passes through a forest, he see a princess. The princess is going to in front of him, and he see the princess. He falling in love first inside with her, and suddenly he see a snake which is looking like a rope. The snake comes to the princess and bites her. Now let's further go ahead with
Okay,
Sushant.
Okay, Dipendra. When the snake bite the princess, she got from a great pain and screams a lot. And the merchant tries to save her. After the princess were with her soldiers, and the sound after listening of the sound of the princess, they came near to them, and they watched the merchant and the princess are together. After looking at that, they caught the merchant and take him to the castle, and they told the king that they were together, and the merchant tries to do some nasty things with the princess. And the princess and the merchant told the king that the merchant was trying to save the princess, but the king did not listen to her, and the king gave an order to the hangman to noose the merchant, and there were bloodshed everywhere. So moral of the story is, you always not help us. It will take sometimes it will take to a big problem, and that can take our life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Let's have the feedback. Yeah, feedback, please.
Okay, so story is nice, and talking about start from Deependra, there are some grammatical mistakes when when he said that he see a princess. He rather than this, he saw a princess as a.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about others?
So, grammatical mistake made by both ends. Firstly, Dependra says here we have to the princess, and Sushant say princess is going to in a ऐसा कुछ or Sushant also say him comes to princess.
Okay.
Or Sushant also he did not listen, did not listen.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
So story was good, but both are getting nervous or not confident, and coordination missing, sir.
All right, fine. Thank you. Okay, fine. So Dipendra and Sushant, it was a nice attempt, but of course you both looked very serious. Preparation nahi tha, and 80% it was simple present that you guys have used. Dipendra, aapne start kiya good morning to all us. It has to be good morning to all of us. You came up with sentences like once a merchant is going through passes. ये passes पता नहीं क्या. Once a merchant was going through. Right? आपने बोला passes in front of him. It has to be passed in front of him. Right? And then he said passes through a forest. It has to be passed through a forest. आपने बोला he sees a princess. He saw a princess. Princess going in front of him. It has to be princess went in front of him. Suddenly he sees a snake. Suddenly he saw a snake which is looking like a rope. No, which was looking like a rope. Further, go ahead with Sushant. आपको बोलना चाहिए the further story will be further story. My friend Sushant will continue. कुछ ऐसा. And then Sushant came up with grammatical error. Simple present use कर रहे थे. Screams a lot. It has to be screamed a lot. Merchant tries to save her. It has to be merchant tried to save her. Princess and merchant are together. Princess and merchant were together. They take him to the castle. They took him to the castle, right? So the delivery that you both gave was a bit energy lacking, right? Only because you guys were not confident. So nervous the or वो energy नहीं थी. So next time when you deliver, ensure that you guys are highly energetic, enthusiastic, right? So that the audience can sense that interest on your delivery, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. That's all from my side. So
Thank you, sir.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, pleasure. All right, so guys, now we will take up the GD that we left up with, right? So let me share you my screen. And here we are. Yeah, so yesterday we did GD on, can anybody tell me what all did we cover yesterday? What all did we cover yesterday? Can anybody tell me? Chalo, you don't even remember that. I can see no response. All right, so yesterday we I gave you insights on factual, and then we had two case studies. Unfortunately, the first went off the track. The second was at least better, but still we have to, you know, work harder on the case study that we did. So we'll do one more case study today. एक और case study करेंगे, right? So before that, can I have team of 8? By the way, मैं आपको थोड़ा एक summary दे देता हूँ कि what are the things that you should do in case study and what are the things that you should not do. Number one, take time to analyze and think through the case, which actually yesterday did not happen, right? Because majority of you were coming up with wrong identification of the problem. Weigh the pros and cons and various trade-offs between two or more choices. That's very important. Break down the complex problem into small, यानी कि situational analysis करिए, perception करिए. Listen attentively even to conflicting ideas. That's very important, because if you do not listen properly, you won't be able to, you know, speak up. Summarize the analysis periodically and be consistent and not monotonous. So ensure that you sustain your existence in the GD. That's very important. Things not to do. You're directly jumping to a conclusion at the start. That should not happen. Yesterday, what we saw, Rishikesh, वो सीधे conclusion लेकर आए थे, optimal solution. So that should not happen. Worry about speaking all the time. That's not important. कि आप चिंता कर रहे हैं कि भैया हमें तो बार-बार बोलना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Worry about not having specific industry knowledge. That is also not important. I'm very sure there are a lot of people, you know, and you cannot know everything about everything, right? So that is why even if you don't have that knowledge, you need to participate, right? And if you're worrying that you will be able to solve the case completely, so do not even worry about that. What is important, your active participation is very, very important, right? And remember, the structure of thoughts is as important as the final result. So your thoughts are very important. Don't bother about the final results, right? So we'll do one more case study today, boys and girls, but before that, let me give you an insight on, it's okay, right? So let me give you an insight on the abstract. How do we do abstract? Very true, very simple, right? So you have a topic, right? And what you're supposed to do, whatever topic you have, the very first you have to try to link that topic with a factual issue, and then you will have to follow the flow of the factual issue GD topic that is there. आपको टॉपिक मिल गया, उसको किससे लिंक करेंगे? किसी फैक्चुअल इश्यू से, किसी फैक्चुअल मुद्दे से आप लिंक करेंगे। और एक बार आपने उसको फैक्चुअल इश्यू से लिंक कर दिया, आप उसी पर आप जो है जो फैक्चुअल जीडी का जो फॉर्मेट है, बिल्डिंग कंटेंट्स फ्रॉम डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट, उस तरीके से आप बोलना शुरू करेंगे। मिसाल के तौर पे अगर मैं आपको एक टॉपिक दूं, यहां पर देखिए मैं बना रहा हूं, Now, for say boys and girls, this is the topic that you see there on the screen. मान लो ये आपका टॉपिक है, राइट? अब आप क्या करेंगे? अब आप परेशान होंगे कि यार ये क्या दिख रहा है, कैसे है, क्या है, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा। तो वो जरूरी नहीं है। इंपॉर्टेंट इज दैट यू लिंक इट विद अ फैक्चुअल इशू। जो फैक्चुअल मुद्दे है ना, उससे लिंक करिए। परसेप्शन, राइट, यहाँ पर काम नहीं आएगा। आप क्या कर सकते हैं? इमेज को थोड़ा लिंक करने के लिए आप यहाँ परसेप्शन कर सकते हैं, बट किसी फैक्चुअल इश्यू से रिलेट करिए, वो फैक्चुअल इश्यू जो करंट में अभी चल रहे हैं, राइट? और एक बार यू हैव लिंक्ड इट टू द फैक्चुअल इश्यू, फर्स्ट मान लीजिए आपने बोला ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, तो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग पे कई एस्पेक्ट से आप बात करेंगे, राइट? मे बी आपने इसको लिंक किया किसी और चीज से। बाय द वे, कैन यू ट्राई टू परसेप्ट दैट व्हाट इज दिस इमेज? क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि आपको क्या लगता है ये इमेज क्या है, व्हाट इज इट टॉकिंग अबाउट, और किस तरीके से आप इसको किस फैक्चुअल इश्यू से लिंक कर पाएंगे? Can you please speak up and talk to me? Can you please speak up and talk to me?
It's look like hand. Looks like a hand.
Okay, it looks like a hand, but
coming out from window.
Coming out from a window, right? Okay, got it. But what you have to do, you have to link it with the factual issue. तो किसी factual issue से जरा link करके बताइए।
It's showing contents.
It's showing what?
Some contents.
Some content. ठीक है. Link it with the factual issue.
A person is cheering in the cricket match.
Okay, a person is cheering for his favorite cricket team. Okay, fine. But ये कोई factual issue है क्या?
Or we can say like that mountains and that one is hand, or there's a nature.
The point is, आप सब जो भी बोल रहे हैं, it is a hand cheering up for the favorite cricket team, or it is a nature. But क्या ये factual issue है मेरे दोस्तों जो आप बता रहे हैं? Factual issue क्या हो गया? It is unsafe to take hands out of a moving vehicle. Okay. Now this is Vishal saying. विशाल मित्तल कह रहे हैं, है ना? तो ये क्या हो सकता है विशाल? Factual issue कैसे? Accident caused by taking hands out of a moving vehicle. ये एक factual issue हो गया, right? Accident caused by taking hands out of a moving vehicle. चलो ये factual issue हो गया। अब इस पर विशाल अपने पॉइंट्स रखेंगे, कैसे? कई पहलुओं पर ध्यान रखियो। चलो एक तो ये फैक्चुअल इश्यू दे दिया विशाल ने। व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? एंड नाउ वन मोर थिंग विशाल, अगर आपको लगता है कि ये बस यही नहीं, ये कुछ और भी डिपिक्ट कर रहा है, तो उसको भी आप फैक्चुअल इश्यू से लिंक करके बोल सकते हैं, राइट? बट इश्यू लेकर आना है जो फैक्चुअल हो, जो फैक्ट हो, राइट? यस, व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? Guys, can you try to link it with the factual issue?
It is dangerous to play with fire with our hands.
Okay, it is dangerous to play with fire. Okay. ठीक है.
Take hands off window to feel the love of rain. Like.
I'm sorry, I didn't get Sonal. Please come again. Okay, Yogita says because of global warming, nature is asking for help. Wow, that's wonderful, Yogita. है ना? ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की वजह से ये प्रकृति है जो हाथ बाहर निकाल के आपसे गुहार लगा रही है कि मुझे बचाओ. That's wonderful. Yeah, ठीक है. What about others? Come on, link it. Yeah.
Taj Mahal is damaged due to acid rain.
Taj Mahal is getting damaged due to acidic rain. Okay, fine. ठीक है. Great. What about others? What about others? Come on, guys. It is a forum wherein you are supposed to share your views. Let the communication happen. अगर आप मेरे सामने नहीं बोल रहे हैं तो फिर आप कल को रिक्रूटर्स के सामने कैसे बोलेंगे? चलिए. Come on, guys. Tell me. The girl wants to come out of cage of restrictions. Wow, Deepti. Great. So maybe she's talking about women empowerment. ठीक है. What about others? एक लड़की है जो बेड़ियों के पिंजरे से बाहर आना चाहती है. Yes. रीत रिवाज के बंधनों से बाहर आना चाहती है. Okay. What about others? Come on, guys. What about others? चलिए ठीक है. बाकी का लगता है दिमाग में कुछ आता ही नहीं है, इसलिए आप कोई रेस्पॉन्स शेयर नहीं करते. Youth protests against Agniveer. That's a burning topic. Right now, see Pranil ने कितना अच्छा इसको फैक्चुअल इश्यू से लिंक किया, वो भी करंट. तो हमेशा याद रखिए जब भी आप एब्स्ट्रैक्ट टॉपिक में पार्टिसिपेट करें, यू मस्ट ट्राई टू लिंक दैट टॉपिक विद अ फैक्चुअल इश्यू. वो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. राइट. सो Pranil, well done. Please stop. There is a dangerous bridge falling ahead. ओ हर्षदा, ये टॉपिक फैक्चुअल है क्या? ये तो बस आप एक परसेप्शन बता रहे हैं कि भैया रुक जाओ, आगे जो ब्रिज है वो गिरने वाली है. ट्राइंग टू फाइंड फोन फ्रॉम अ ब्लैंकेट. ओके, राइट. नाउ सी, आपने बहुत अच्छा परसेप्ट किया. राइट. मे बी यू कैन, ये शायद ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बता रहा है, वो शायद पृथ्वी है जिसमें दरारें पड़ रही हैं और इकलौता पेड़ बचा हुआ है. राइट. मे बी डिफॉरेस्टेशन. A girl takes hand out from the window to feel the rain. Okay, wonderful. ठीक है. या फिर a girl in mother's womb, वो बाहर आना चाहती है लेकिन जैसे उसके घर वालों को पता चला कि वो बेटी है, उसको अबॉर्ट करने में लग गए. Right? Abortion or save girl child, something like that. So boys and girls, this is how we do abstract. Once you have a topic, link that topic with a factual issue and then start building a content from different perspective, from all aspects of situation. This is how you go. Right. And factual GDs are always indecisive. Why? Because you always summarize. आप हमेशा factual GD में, abstract GD में आप summarize करते, कोई conclusion form नहीं करते. Vishal says that the dead are coming back to life because the living aren't worthy on the earth, of the earth and nature. Well done, Vishal. Right. So now, boys and girls, let's do this case study GD. Right. Just give me a second. Let's do this case study GD and maybe have the participants, please. Now, all the participants who are willing to participate, please turn their cameras on. All those who are willing to participate, please turn their cameras on, and thereafter I'll share the topic and let's get started. Come on, guys. For example, मान लो ये आपका टॉपिक है 1, 0 या 10, राइट. सो अब इसको आप किस तरीके से आप लिंक कर सकते हैं फैक्चुअल इश्यू से? 9/11. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज 9/11, राइट. बाइनरी कोड, 10 कमांडेंट्स, रावण, 10 डाउनिंग स्ट्रीट. क्या हुआ था 10 डाउनिंग स्ट्रीट में? आप सबको पता होगा, राइट. सो इस तरीके से आप लिंक करते हैं. Yes, so participants, please turn your camera on and thereafter I'll share you the topic. Please turn your cameras on. Guys, please turn your cameras on. Yeah, please turn your cameras on. 8 participants. Okay, Harshita is there. What about others? Okay, Sonal, and we have got 2. What about others? Quickly turn your cameras on so that I put you in the spotlight. Guys, anybody else? Anybody else? Girl protesting love jihad. Priyanka, wo to khatam ho gayi wo baat. Right? Okay, Ganesh is here with his burning factory behind. What about others? Guys, I'll count till 5. मैं 5 तक गिनूंगा. Please turn your cameras on. Right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nobody? That sounds extremely sad. Nikhil, turn your camera on. Nikhil, turn your camera on. Vishal, turn your camera on. Harshit, turn your camera on. Sakshi, turn your camera on. Faster, please. Sakshi, please adjust your camera. Pranil, turn your camera on. Harshit, turn your camera on. हर्षित, एक बात हमेशा याद रखिए, आपकी जो परेशानियां है ना, जो आपको लगता है, जो आपने मेरे से पहले दिन शेयर की थी, वो ऐसे ही नहीं जाएगी। और जो बड़े कायर लोग होते हैं ना, वो ऐसे ही करते हैं हर्षित, समझ रहे हैं? या तो आप कायरों में से हैं या तो आप कुछ और। जिंदगी आपकी है, आप जानेंगे बेहतर क्या करना है आपको। हर्षित, क्या आप कैमरा ऑन कर रहे हैं? All right, fine. So we'll go with you, 7, right? I am going to share you a topic, right? And I'm sure everybody's aware of that. How are we going to take it off? Once I give you the topic, you have to link it with a factual issue. Let me tell you, आपको मुद्दे से उसको link करना है. It can be social, it can be political, it can be environmental, it can be economical, it can be any sort of issue. But you have to link it with an issue only, right? अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि सर ये तो पहाड़ लग रहा है, तो वो पहाड़ कोई मुद्दा नहीं है। आप कह रहे हैं वो पेड़ दिख रहा है, तो वो पेड़ कोई मुद्दा नहीं है। हाँ, लेकिन पेड़ काटना एक मुद्दा है ना? पहाड़ों से बर्फ पिघल रही है, वो एक मुद्दा है ना? आप कह रहे हैं ये सड़क का सीन है, तो सड़क मुद्दा नहीं है। सड़क ठीक नहीं बन रही है, वो एक मुद्दा है ना? आप कह रहे हैं ये सब
We can't hear you.
Yes, okay. So I hope you understand, right? I hope you understand, right?
No, sir.
No, sir.
नो सर, आपकी आवाज बीच से
There was a video glitch
I'm
on your
very
side.
sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay, let me tell you one more time, right? For example, you know what, if I display your image and you say, so this image is of a mountain, right? So that mountain is not an issue. What is the issue? The glaciers that are melting, right, are is the issue, right? You say, sir, it is depicting a tree. That tree is not an issue, right? But वो जो पेड़ की जो कटाई हो रही है, डिफॉरेस्टेशन हो रहा है, वो इश्यू है, राइट? आप कह रहे हैं कि सर ये एक सड़क है, तो दैट सड़क इज नॉट एन इश्यू. My mic is not working. Okay, Harshit is saying his mic is not working. पता नहीं ऐसे कैसे होता है हर्षित आप सबके साथ, राइट? ओके, ये सो अगर आप कह रहे सर ये एक सड़क का सीन है, तो सड़क इज नॉट एन इश्यू. सड़क धस जा रही है, सड़क ठीक से नहीं बनाई जा रही है, करप्शन हो रहा है, दैट इज एन इश्यू, right? So you have to link the topic with a factual issue, and that too if you can come up with the current, वो भी अगर आप करंट इश्यू से जोड़ सकते, जैसे प्रनील ने अभी अग्निवीर से उसको लिंक किया था, right? So would be glad if you could also come up with, you know, such current issue, and if you can link it, and then you can start building content from all aspects of situation. This is how you will have to go. And in the end, somebody has to come up to summarize the GD, because factual GD and abstract GDs are always indecisive. So summary should happen. And how would summary go? For example, जैसे विशाल बोल रहे हैं, सर साक्षी ने ये डिस्कस किया, हर्षदा ने ये पॉइंट दिया, सोनल ने ये कहा, गणेश ने ये कहा, निखिल ने ये कहा, और प्रनील ने ये बोला, और मैंने ये पॉइंट दिया. This is how you end the GD. We do not form any sort of conclusion or opinion in factual and abstract GD. It is only and only abstract where we come with optimal solution, but that too in 95% cases, even case study GDs are always indecisive, are also indecisive, right? So let me share you the screen and let me give you the topic. Just a second. I am sharing you the abstract topic. Give me 1 minute. Here we are. Just a minute, friend. Another 1 minute, and I'm sharing. Guys, one very important thing that I would like to share is that during this abstract, please ensure that you stay universal, right? You stay universal. Do not talk about any caste, creed, sex, or religion, all right, without taking the name of that specific caste, creed, sex, or religion. You have to ensure that you take it universal. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear? Because if you,
Yes,
you know, because if you involve, you know, the caste, creed, sex, or religion here, that will actually whip the feeling of the others. So please do not do that, right? Okay, or rather I should give you some of the topic. Let me just a minute, because I think that let me see first how do you perform, and then I'll give you that burning topic. One more time. Just 1 more minute, friend. Okay. Yes. So giving a very meaningful image, I'm very sure that you will be able to share in your opinion. So here we go. Yeah, sharing the image and all right, here you are. Great. So that's the topic. Well, I think there were 7, right? But we have only 6 here. Who left? Nikhil, Vishal, Sakshi, Harda, Harshda, Ganesh, and
Sonal.
Sonal left. Okay. So here you are. That's the topic. The feedback to be given by, मैं feedback जिसको बोल रहा हूँ वो मुझे feedback देगा. Harshit for Nikhil. Harshit for Nikhil. Deepti for Vishal. Yogita for Sakshi. Dipendra for Harshda. Rushikesh for Ganesh. And Saili for Pranil. Yeah. So guys, you have 5 minutes. Sochiye, and then we'll start the discussion. Meanwhile, audience भी अपने विचार व्यक्त कर सकती है once we are done with the discussion. All right, so let's get started. Ready, are we? Are we all ready? Please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. So let's get started. I hope evaluators are also ready. Are we? Please write yes in the chat option. Evaluators, are we ready? Wonderful. Wonderful. Great. So let's get started. Yeah, all the best. Take it off.
So good morning, all of you. So I perceive from this picture is that the picture shows the two types of mentality of human. One is positive and one is negative. So surrounding matters when you are full of negative thoughts. Our thoughts you are surrounding become negative also, like the dark of this grass.
Yes. So Pranil, my perception is that the picture shows us two different situations. On the right side of the picture might be our picture, our situation, but the generations which are going to come, or generations which the future generations might have to face, their situation might be the same as that which is in the left of the photo. So deforestation can lead to complete extinction of the human race, according to me, and this is a major issue and needs to be taken care of. What you guys think about it?
Absolutely.
Yes, actually, I was thinking right as Vishal, as you say, for complete at the start of the civilization, humans are start cutting the trees so they can build their homes or for farming or their business. But they don't do the plantations also. Because of that, after some time, in future generation, there is less of amount of trees are available. So there is a I don't think so the earth will be uh, 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 sorry.
Uh, uh, right, Nikhil. I think there is a problem of forestation and deforestation, which is showing from the screen. Which is the tree side is showing that it is cultivated land, all green, and other side is uncultivated land. This is because of we don't give water to trees, and I think this is also leads to the problem of global warming also.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, the picture shows the leaves drop from tree. Leaves drop from many reasons, including environmental stress, pests, and disease. Shock from transplanting, reporting, or dividing is probably the number one reason for leaf loss in plants.
Yes. Also, according to me, after years of evolution, we have studied a lot and we have gained a lot of information how to use trees. But after gaining so much knowledge, and even we know that how much trees are important for our lives, we still continue to deforest in an
huge manner,
in a huge amount, which is very disastrous for us. Also, a wise man has once said that a strong tree with strong roots laughs at the storms. So here the storms are the natural calamities which we are facing, and we might be a little bit strong because we still have time and we still have trees with us. But once as we continued the deforestation at the current rate, the future generation won't be left with any trees, and no one would be able to laugh at the storms, which means no one would be able to face the calamities which will occur to them.
Yeah.
I think this tree shows my perception about that picture. That tree shows the growth of trees and as well as ourself, human beings growth, how it growing. Like if we grow tree like that the right side, we will grow over years. And if we grow the tree, we did not grow the trees like left side, then we will stop here only when it comes to our growing future.
and it has two faces like a coin. If we want to grow, we have to plant more and more tree with to reduce some environmental issues. That's it.
On Vishal point, I have to add some more things. It's a law. If you cut the tree for a work, it means for any construction or anything. So you have to plant a tree in other places to maintain the equality.
Yes, true. Because as we see, our development
And there
is
is a
completely based on trees. So if we deforest a part of the land, that part needs to be replaced with some other part in order to
Or
develop
sometime,
in both ways.
or sometime the tree also move to one place to another place.
Yes,
Like
Some technique.
Tayarish they did a few days ago,
Yes,
right?
Pranil, we increases the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere also.
Yes,
And
true.
providing the tree with more water may stop the loss. But we need to be careful with this because too many leaves can cause us problems for your tree.
That's true, Ganesh. Also, that we, like Pranil said, that we are transplanting some parts, some trees, which obstruct in our way, create an obstruction in our way, and we also plant some more trees around around the rainforest so that the balance of the trees remains intact. So these are some attempts which human race is undertaking just because we have started getting to know the importance of the trees, and also we cannot live without trees and we won't be able to breathe without trees. So in order to enhance these attempts, we all must act over it collectively, and we must take care that the trees are grown and trees are planted and they are taken care of like they take care of us.
Yeah, Vishal, actually, the picture says that there is a life without trees. What type of life we can imagine without trees? And the other side simply shows that if we plant trees more and more, then then the environment near behind us, and what as the trees gives us many medicines also, and there is a lot of things by which can be done with the help of trees only.
Yes. Actually, government conduct tree plantation every year, but we know the situation, actual situation. The most of colleges, clubs, Rotary Club like that, they also conduct a tree plantation program every year. But most of the time, what happened? The tree, when we plant a tree, we can't take care of that much. So it is not useful to environment.
Yes, correct, Pranil. And doing so is of no point, as our intentions are to increase the number of plants on the planet, on our planet. And if we don't take care of the plants and we don't do these drives or tree plantation activities carefully uh, and with our affection, the results won't be as we expect, and that would be very disastrous for us.
The leaves drop increases global warming because of deforestation. The changing of the season can lead to the loss of leaves. Most of us are familiar with leaf loss in fall, but did you know that it can also occur in spring and summer? It is not uncommon for some plants like broadleaf evergreens and trees to shed their oldest leaves in spring to make room for regrowth of new young leaves. Others do this in late summer.
Actually, but we forget to do so. And no other thing is sad as this. The trees give us oxygen year by over the year, but just because it's free, we don't value it. And
Okay,
after
all right.
after someone is hospitalized, we pay for the oxygen.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, see, that was, an okay attempt that you guys gave. Pranil, you said that it is depicting positive and negative thoughts that a human being has.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Actually,
So,
my perception is that.
no, that was nicely percepted. Right. And then discussion that you took over was nice. We were confident throughout. Vishal, you said it depicts two different situations. Right. And then you said it is all about deforestation that I'm getting. So nicely discussed. The points that you shared were strong, confident, and you came up with a solution. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले, I don't know what is the solution that you gave. क्या solution दिया अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आपने?
Sir, the solution was that the drives and all these
the
activities
drives.
we need to do these carefully.
Yes.
And with complete affection, not just.
Yes.
Providing the
Nikhil,
tree with more water, sir.
Right.
To stop the loss of leaves.
Okay. Now, Nikhil, you just said deforestation and then you kept yourself muted and there was nothing from your end. Sakshi, you said global warming. You made the second transition. पहला बोला global warming, उसके बाद काफी देर के बाद दूसरा transition आया आपका. So it was better, but you have to augment your participation. Ganesh, आप लीव ड्रॉप से ही बोल रहे हैं, विशाल जी कुछ और बोल रहे हैं, प्रणील कुछ और बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन आप अपने जब पॉइंट्स रख रहे हैं तो आप सिर्फ लीव ड्रॉप्स में ही बोल रहे हैं. जबकि आपको क्या करना चाहिए गणेश, जैसे विशाल अभी वो कुछ और बोल रहे हैं, उसके बाद आपने बोलना शुरू किया, ऐसा लगा जैसे विशाल को कट करके आपने बोला, तो आपको विशाल के पॉइंट्स में कुछ विचार देना चाहिए, लेकिन आप क्या कर रहे हैं, आप विचार नहीं दे रहे हैं, आप अपने उसी लीव ड्रॉप्स में अटके हुए हैं.
Yes, sir.
है ना, या फिर उस लीव ड्रॉप्स को आप थोड़ा और अच्छे से एम्फसाइज करके उसको आप करते. वेल, आई डू अग्री विशाल, दैट्स कंप्लीटली ट्रू, बट आई लिटरली फील दैट ये लीव ड्रॉप्स है, ये है, वो है. व्हाट आर योर ओपिनियंस ऑन इट? कुछ इस तरीके से वो करना चाहिए था, है ना. हर्षदा, यू सेड ग्रोथ ऑफ ट्रीज एंड ह्यूमंस, राइट. मानव जात कैसे ग्रो करता है, पेड़ कैसे ग्रो करता है, ये वो बता रहा है, राइट. उसके बाद कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं था आपका. So it was nice, but there was no team skills. Number one, इसमें कोई team skills नहीं था और discussion उतना healthy नहीं जा रहा था, थोड़ा और बेहतर कर सकते थे. You did not think from all aspects of the situation. आप हर एक पहलुओं पर ध्यान देकर आपने अपना content build नहीं किया. So now we are going to do one more GD, एक और abstract करके, and this is going to be very furious. But as I've said, that please ensure that you do not take anything personal, right? हो सकता है ये आपके क्षेत्र से हो सकता हो ये किसी और क्षेत्र से हो सकता है कोई एक स्पेसिफिक कास्ट, क्रीड, कम्युनिटी इन्वॉल्व हो, बट you have to be universal. That's very important. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, okay. Fine. So let me show you that. And here we are. Yeah. Here it is. Guys, you have 5 minutes. आपके पास 5 मिनट है. And evaluators, be ready. You can link it with lot of current factual issues. बहुत सारे फैक्चुअल इश्यूज हैं जो अभी मौजूदा हालत में चल रहे हैं, आप इसको आप उससे लिंक करके आप डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. 2 more minutes you have. Yeah, so let's get started. Are we all ready? Ready, are we?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, fine. Evaluators ready? Last time I did not ask you for evaluation because I thought that we will have a better discussion in the next. Evaluators ready? Yes. All right. So please take up the discussion. Good luck.
So all we know that the scheme of Agniveer in that Indian Army released before some days ago. I think the protest is protest for anything is good, but the way you are protest is better to you.
Exactly, Pranil. The protest, as we see, India is a democratic country, and
Yes.
protesting or speaking up, which you don't feel suitable for you, is our human rights. But for that, if you are protesting, the protest must be must not be in a violent way, or is even if it is in terms of even if it can be a violent, then you must take care that due to your protest, other humans or other citizens must not get affected by it.
Yes, Vishal. As you said, actually the casteism is a kind of mental illness that does not only affect our thinking patterns and made us a conservative, but also is a major threat to the sovereignty and integrity of society.
Yes.
Yes, you are right. Some politicians are for their better profit. They can create chaos like this. They can hide any other any major issue to divert peoples to other by creating chaos like this.
Yes. There have been several instances of religious violence against Muslims since the partition of India in 1947.
Yes, you are right, Ganesh, and but I think the violence that is created must not be in a violent way, and even if it is violent, there are various aspects which we must think before protesting in such a way. Firstly, if we speak about the legal aspects, legally these things are completely illegal, and we are directly questioning the laws which are stated in the Constitution of India. So we must think before protesting that we are pointing or questioning the rules of the rules which are mentioned in Constitution of India. First can be this aspect. Secondly, harming the public properties is of no use to the protest, and harming public properties will gain nothing what the protesters want. But in other words, this will affect the complete harmony in that area, and this will ruin the lives of the local citizens, which must not happen. These are some aspects, I think, which we must look over.
And most of the time what happened, some people misguide others. So it will very harmful for the youth, because they don't get proper information about what happened and what is actual in that scheme or anything. And as we can see that picture, the people attack on government offices and public transport, which is not good actually. Actually we are burning our money because we pay the tax for government, and this money is used for the ourselves. And also we can if you are on social media, there is a one video get viral. In that video, the one person whose car was burned by some people, and he is crying too much.
Yes, all
Yes,
of these
you are
are
right.
harmful for Aam Aadmi and common man. The
As
many scholars
And
believe that incidents of anti-Muslim violence are politically motivated and a part
yes,
of the electoral strategy of a mainstream political parties who are associated with Hindu Muslim nationalism.
exactly. As
absolutely,
Pranit said,
Ganesh.
that burning car group, the burn a car by group of people. I
Yes,
think it's not should be like some community came and do all the things. Everybody is not agreed, but some of their peoples who motivated them to do all these acts. So therefore, many normal people should had suffered from all those things. It should stop somewhere by awareness, by spreading awareness about what is wrong, what is right for them. Do not protest like this, which harmful for the all of the peoples.
Yes, yeah,
actually,
you are
Arshada,
right. In this
we
chaos,
can stop this. Actually, the news channel also responsible for this.
Responsible.
Actually, they hide the main matter and show the which things useful for their TRPs and all that.
Exactly.
Yes, right,
Yes,
Pranil.
they
But
misguide the youth, and because of which there is violence, and it will affect the social life of the people also. As
yes, that's right, Sakshi. But I think that wherever, no matter where you go in across the globe, so many selfish people will continue misguiding or misleading you. But it is
Exactly what happened in Bihar.
every individual, yes. But
In
according to me, I think every individual must educate himself or herself so that he gets to know whether he is misguiding or misleading, and
yeah,
he should act sensibly and act sensibly over it. we
yes,
we
you are
will
right.
we are going to
exactly,
Because of
Vishal.
all
face
this,
Exactly,
misguidance
Vishal.
innocent people
everywhere.
are uh, innocent people are lost their lives, and their properties are getting burned or destroyed in these chaoses.
Yes, Nikhil, as you say, the only way to stop a Hindu-Muslim fight is by asking both the parties to forget the about past, because our past is the only reason why the fight is still going on.
Yes, I think this is not the problem of Hindu and Muslim. I think this is a problem
this
of
is the problem of
misleading and misguidance created by the politicians for their selfish
Politicians.
needs.
It's a
Exactly,
global
Vishal.
problem. It's not only in India. It's overall in a world.
all.
Like
Yes,
this
and
chaos are
and
created
we
by
can
selfish peoples.
true.
we can see the most of the protester actually really don't know why
What
they are
what,
protesting.
what is the reason behind
Exactly.
And
their
exactly,
protest? They
That's why
only
actually
I think that
they are
every
misguided by
individual
other
must be.
people.
Yes, yes.
some of the people just doing it for money. They don't know what they are doing. Just for money, they doing protest and all things and harming every. Mm,
Yeah,
every
protest is not bad, but it should be done in a right way for good things only.
Yes,
It should be a sense that whatever what is we are doing is good or bad. It is this type of sense will be in every person that we what are the causes of these things we are doing.
Actually,
Yes, we can summarize the issue by saying that every individual who is going to protest or every protester must be educated well enough, or he must
Yeah.
understand well enough that what he is going against to.
Yes.
Yes, you're
not
right.
followed a
And
If
silent.
he
whatever
is
it
not
is right or
educated enough,
wrong.
yes, if he is not educated enough, he must not protest against anything, because the consequences will be very disastrous and even
Yeah.
bad for the person himself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If
right.
we really want to protest, it must be in a silent way, just like not eating something, water or food for some days, like silent way, not for violent way.
Yes, it can go viral, violent, but the protester must take care that his violence does not create any harm to others and other
Yeah.
citizens.
What are the
And
consequences of these type of things will be impacted?
yes, I think the protesters must know what they are doing and why they are doing, and what will be the consequences of what they do.
Hmm.
So these are
As
the factors that must be
you,
discussed before protesting.
Yeah,
as all
right.
you hear one news last time at the um, uh, agriculture law, some of the
Yes.
protesters are in the live news telecast. Now, for that, a reporter asked them, "Why you are protesting?" They say, "I don't know. I just say by my leader to come here and protest."
Yes,
Exactly what happened in Agniveer scheme.
this exactly
This
proves
is
my point that the individuals are not educated well enough, so that that's why they don't know what they are going against, and this
Yeah.
causes very big chaos in protests, in each and every protest. So the each and every individual or protester must be aware enough that what he is doing and what will be the
And
consequence of it.
yes, take care of their actions, whatever they are
That's
doing,
true.
like that.
Yes.
There are some 5 to 10 people which are going to, or maximum 10% of peoples created like chaos of the like this, and then we all blame to others that because of them this chaos is uh, uh, happens.
This it is harmful for common man. And now it is all in the hands of our leaders and politicians how to stop this.
I think that they have also an option of just not doing protest. They can ask for a high court for their problems, and then solution will maybe there for them.
Yes, exactly, Harshada.
Yeah.
Our constitution has come up with some laws for if you do not satisfy by the laws of the government, you can disobey those laws, and you can ask for whatever you want, which we have a Right to Information Act. We
Yeah.
can we can use the laws of the government and protest and make our protest a legal way, so that the harmony of the country is maintained, and also our doubts are resolved by the protest.
Most of the people say we are from this community, that community. Actually, it's not correct. Nobody say that we are Indian, or we
Right.
are actually protest against this scheme or anything or that. We are only
Casteism and all these things.
Follows casteism only.
yes.
Right, please summarize. Please summarize.
So, sir, this it's all about the education we will give.
Exactly, education needs to be given,
Even.
and we after our discussion we can summarize that
Aware of all the
politicians will misguide us throughout our lives, but it is us
proper
and every
education.
individual who
Yeah.
needs to act after thinking twice, and after giving proper time and education over the issue.
Yeah.
And protest for anything is not bad, but the way you protest matters a lot.
Yes. True.
Okay, now that wasn't a summary, that was an opinion that you guys gave. Summary means these points were discussed. This is summary, right? Oh, okay, but even then the discussion was better. It was really better. Let's hear from the evaluators. Harshada, evaluation for Harshada. Evaluation for Harshada. Who is evaluating Harshada?
I think it was Dipendra, sir.
Okay. Ganesh? Who is evaluating Ganesh?
Rishikesh.
Yeah, Rishikesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir Ganesh started nicely. He presented some 3 to 4 points like laws, political parties are motivating protesters. Then both the religions should forget past and some grammatical mistakes were also done by Ganesh.
Okay.
That he said that as you says, so he should say as you said. Okay, sir, that's from.
Okay, fine. But Ganesh, it was really a nice attempt from your end. आपका जो participation था, active participation था, right? So आपकी जो fluency थी, वो भी अच्छी थी. तो अब आप imagine करिए गणेश, जब आप 5-10 मिनट के टाइम में आप इतना अच्छा fluency आप दे पा रहे हैं, imagine अगर आप और participate करेंगे activities में तो कहाँ जाएंगे, right? Harshada, you also did well, but the participation was very less and you could not emerge as a speaker. वो जो speaker की एक छवि होती है ना, वो speaker की छवि नहीं आई. वो speaker का जो image आया वो किसमें दिख रहा था? प्रनील में, विशाल में और उसके बाद गणेश में.
I will
Right?
improve, sir.
Right? Because you know what? They were the people who were contributing. ये contribute कर रहे थे. और बाकी क्या कह रहे थे, उनके पॉइंट्स का पूछ पकड़कर आगे बढ़ जा रहे थे. सो ये था. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू बी एन इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूटर, राइट? सो until unless you do not contribute anything from your end, because who started? Vishal started, Pranil started, and then it was Ganesh. ऐसे ही हुआ, right? So now because they started, so वो समझ में आ जाते कि rest of them are following. So always try to be an icebreaker. Try to start first, try to open first, right? Okay, Nikhil, evaluation for Nikhil. Evaluation for Nikhil. Okay, Nikhil, that was a nice attempt. The good thing is your transition today was better. आप जो है बोल रहे थे अपना existence आपने sustain किया GD में, वो अच्छी बात है. But yes, there were few grammatical errors and you too have to emerge as a speaker. आपको भी वो स्पीकर वाली जो छवि है वो बना के रखनी होगी कि देखो मैंने स्टार्ट किया है और बाकी सब मुझे फॉलो कर रहे हैं. तो ऐसा होना चाहिए, right? Yes. So the more you participate in these sort of activities, the more confident you would become, right? Yeah. But अच्छी बात ये थी कि आज आप बहुत actively participate करते. That was good. Sakshi, evaluation for Sakshi.
Okay. I think that she got what is the problem. Problem analysis is nice. And
problem analysis?
I mean, टॉपिक समझ आया था. टॉपिक समझ आया था सर उसको कि क्या कहना है.
Excuse me, योगिता. मुझे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि आप डिस्कशन के टाइम पे थी नहीं, आपका ईयरफोन बाहर था, आप चाय वाय पी रही थी, कुछ ले रही थी, कॉफी वगैरह पी रही थी, ऐसा लग रहा है.
नहीं सर, सुना मैंने.
कैसे सुना तुम्हें? How did you talk about, how did you say that analysis, problem analysis? ये तो हम केस स्टडी में करते हैं भाई.
शायद मेरा वर्ड गलत हो गया सर. मुझे ये कहना था कि जो डिस्कशन चल रहा है वो उसे समझ आया है.
क्या समझ आया?
कि मतलब
अच्छा, किस टॉपिक पर डिस्कशन चल रहा था?
प्रोटेस्ट क्यों कर रहे थे लोग?
नहीं, कौन सा
क्यों
फॉर्मेट था
गलत
जीडी का? ये
फैक्चुअल।
कमाल है, फिर तो आप तो भाई मंगल ग्रह पे जाने वाले हैं। फिर आपको बता दें, इट वाज एन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट दैट शी वाज डिस्कसिंग, है ना। पहले केस स्टडी बनाया, फिर फैक्चुअल बनाया। चलो कभी सच तो बोल दिया करो योगिता। आपने बस एक इमेज देख ली और आपने सोचा कि वो इमेज के बारे में तो हम कुछ बोल देंगे, और वो सच होना ही होना है। वैसे भी कहाँ आप सब स्पेसिफिक फीडबैक देते हैं, है ना। चलिए ठीक है, थैंक यू योगिता, वेरी डिसअपॉइंटिंग। यस साक्षी, इट वाज नाइस अटेम्प्ट फ्रॉम योर एंड, राइट। आपका ट्रांजिशन आज काफी अच्छा जा रहा था, बट एक चीज हमेशा याद रखें, जब मैंने बोला कि समराइज, राइट, विशाल समराइज कर रहे थे, तो आप बीच में आप अपने पॉइंट्स ऐड कर रहे हैं, ऐसे क्यों कर रही हैं? यू शुड नॉट डू दैट, लेट विशाल फिनिश, राइट। फिर विशाल बोल रहे हैं, फिर आपने कट कर दिया, राइट। फिर प्रनील बोल रहे थे तो हर्षदा ने कट किया, और हर्षदा ने कंप्लीट भी नहीं किया, और उसके बाद पूरा ब्लैंक हो गया, राइट। तो वो नहीं करने का। बट द थिंग इज, गुड थिंग इज दैट पार्टिसिपेशन आपका एक्टिव था, दैट वाज नाइस। हर्षदा अपना कैमरा हमेशा एडजस्ट किया करिए, राइट। जैसे बाकी सारे लोग दिख रहे हैं ऐसे ही आपको भी दिखना चाहिए।
Actually,
right?
I am shifting home. That's why I.
Okay, got it. Yeah, Vishal, evaluation for Vishal. अब आप देखो, आप जिस तरीके से आप सब अपना इवैल्यूएशन शुरू करते हो, ओ माय गॉड, आउच, राइट, व्हाट इज दिस, राइट, आई एम आस्किंग फॉर इवैल्यूएशन, और आप कैसे शुरू करते हो? ये क्या भाई, मनोज कुमार जी की आत्मा आ जाती है क्या आप सब में, या देवानंद जी की आ जाती है?
Sir, he started nicely with a good communication skills.
And who is it? क्या नाम है आपका? मेरे दोस्त? अच्छा, दीप्ति, yes, okay.
He presents his points nicely,
Okay.
like like protest must not be violent, and if it is violent, then other humans are public property, does not get affected by it. Then again he summarize that every protester educated well enough for what they are doing, which is nicely present.
Alright, ठीक है, मतलब ढूंढ कर प्रोसेसर्स को खोजो और उनको एजुकेट करो, राइट? ओके।
Then again he says about the constitution, that we have the laws which we can use the laws of government to solve the problems without doing protest, which maintains the harmony.
Okay.
Means he present his points very nicely, and यानी बहुत अच्छा किया सर उसने।
ठीक है, लास्ट में एक लाइन से खत्म। Okay, fine, thank you Deepti, thank you very much. So Vishal, it was a nice attempt, right? You were very active in the discussion, in fact in the previous abstract as well. So this is how you need to go ahead, but ensure that you do not form any opinion either in abstract or in factual. You have to summarize. Simply just tell that these points were discussed, that's it. This is how you do, right? Okay, you do not form any opinion. So it was a very nice attempt, Vishal. The existence was very beautifully sustained, right? So ये पूरा जो discussion चल रहा था, ये विशाल और प्रनील पे चल रहा था, आपके points थे, तो उस पे ये discussion, ये जो move हो रहा था, ऐसा था. Only you two were in limelight. उसके बाद गणेश, of course in limelight, but existence उस तरीके से गणेश नहीं बना पाए, right? So गणेश ज्यादा मेहनत करनी है, right? और ऐसे एक्टिविटीज में ज्यादा पार्टिसिपेट करिए। आप देखिए पिछले वाले एक्टिविटी में आपके पॉइंट्स कितने कमाल के आ रहे थे जो आप बोल रहे थे, है ना। और जो आप सेंटेंसेस यूज कर रहे थे वो शायद आपने कोई स्क्रिप्ट आपने लिख रखी होगी, आपको देखकर पढ़ रहे थे, राइट? बट आप अच्छा कर रहे थे। अब वो स्क्रिप्ट वो आपने लिखी हुई थी या फिर आप कंप्यूटर से, आप लैपटॉप से देख के पढ़ रहे थे, वो जो भी है लिखी हुई थी, राइट? सो दैट वाज नाइस। तो अब आप देखिए, जब आपकी लिखी हुई स्क्रिप्ट जब आप इतना अच्छा कर सकते हैं, तो जब आप पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे ज्यादा से ज्यादा, तो क्या हो सकता है, इमेजिन, राइट? सो नाइसली डन. Pranil, evaluation.
Okay, about Pranil, he was the first positive point, as he always initialize. That is the positive point.
Initialize कुछ और होता है.
Yeah.
Initiated.
Yes, initiated. After regular interval of time, he puts a effective point.
Like?
Almost 5 points he have added, and which were
Like?
very effective. The first point was afterward he had that misguide, that the protester had been misguided. Politicians are misguiding.
No, you said 5 points. First point was?
I have only noted down that effective point it was. Second was about.
So tell me what is that first point?
I'm not able to remember. I have noted down. I have written all.
So yeah, tell me that first point more, Saili.
That protesting, that protesting is harming the public properties and all.
Now this is a point that was actually cumulatively discussed by everyone.
I have written all of his points, but first point I've just noted down that it was an effective point, and he has initialized very nicely, and other were involving on his points. Then afterward he was pointing, the second point was a misguiding, the politicians are misguiding. Then after third point he uses that the money means in protest whatever the things have been burning, and it is everything is been due to the tax which we all are paying. That was an effective point, rather than the.
It is happening due to the tax that we are paying.
Means all the public properties, whatever have been there, are Biden, all the services we are providing are due
to. Saili, you see the kind of grammatical error you're making. You're completely changing the meaning of the sentence.
Okay, sorry, sir. Actually.
Okay, fine. Okay, ठीक है, आगे.
Hide the real news. That was also one of the effective points which everybody was supporting in that. And by protesting, the reason is not known by many of the protesters till they protest. All were the effective point. Everybody was just revolving the things around his point. His body expressions were there. He was interactive with everybody. Not only he was pointing his thoughts, he was also telling others. He was interactive.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Now, see, these evaluators who actually share you the evaluations, right, are actually very, what to say, a set of content these people are aware of, and that is what they actually reveal down here. So that does not make sense. Plus, the evaluators themselves need to work on a lot of grammar. I mean, a lot on grammar, because every sentence you speak, evaluators, your every sentence, if there are 10 words, out of 10 words, 5 words are jumbled. They are not in proper order. And that is why the sentence goes, I mean, the meaning goes disastrous, right? Abhi jaise Saili ne ek point use kiya, right? Protesters do protest due to our tax, right? So, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Vishal, Pranil, can you tell me?
इसका मतलब हमारे पैसों से प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा है.
हाँ, हम जो टैक्स भरते हैं उसी के वजह से प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा है. मतलब all the taxpayers of India, they are the biggest protesters. So ये अलग बात है कि वो grammatical error था, इसलिए sentence बदल गया. तो मैं आप सबको ये समझाना चाह रहा हूँ, if you commit grammatical errors, boys and girls, this is what actually will happen, right? You're trying to say something else, but something else is being conveyed only because you're committing huge grammatical errors. So boys and girls, it's still a high time, right? And I don't want you guys to repent, right? कि जब आप campus में बैठो और आप बाद में कहो, I wish I would have worked on my communication skills, because communication is something that we all have undervalued badly, like anything. You guys have done B.Tech, BE, MCA, MTech, whatever you have done. आपसे बेहतर कौन जानेगा? Right? You could not land into a better job, या फिर आप जॉब में थे, आप छोड़ दिया आपने, या फिर आपको अभी तक जॉब नहीं मिली. क्यों नहीं मिली? आप सब बेहतर तरीके से जानते हैं, right? So boys and girls, just a piece of advice, that start working on the grammar, start working on your communication. And how can you do that? If you participate more and more in the activities, that is the only way. And if you run away from the participation, nothing is going to happen then, right? So that's all from my side, boys and girls. It was nicely done by Vishal, Pranil, and of course Ganesh a bit, right? But Vishal and Pranil lead it. So had it been a real interview, तो शायद विशाल Pranil को next level के लिए हम जरूर promote करते और शायद गणेश को भी chance दिया जा सकता था, right? And rest of you guys have actually need to work on, right? So that's all from my side, boys and girls. We'll see you all tomorrow. Till then, take better care and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind, sir.